Hi guys, what's up beautiful people? It's me, your girl Gillian, and guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, commenting, and sharing. Guys, I see you keep me moving. And I hope you guys have been amazing. So in today's video, I'm talking about the things that I wish I knew before I moved to Germany. So I hope you guys gonna enjoy this vlog. I hope you guys gonna like it. And I hope you're gonna do the same thing, liking, commenting, and sharing. So that's what we're gonna do. Hey. Guys, so let's just get right to it. Number one is learning the language. When I left the country, like when I left Uganda, I had only A1, yeah. I had A1 and it was really hard for me to communicate. So, if you want to move to Germany, you just have to learn the language. If you can't just go deep into it, learn it wholeheartedly, because you can't work in Germany without learning the language. How are you going to communicate with people? And you're not going to have friends, because the Germans, they know English, but they prefer speaking the language, because that's actually the official language in Germany. Like, I hustled with the language because I didn't do much. So when I had to start like doing my Freiwilligendienst and then school, guys, it was just a tug of war. You just have to speak freely, learn the language as much as you can, because it's really it's really important too, because everything in German, the documentation, speaking, work, friendship, gatherings, you have to know the language. Finding apartments, it's not really easy. It's really not easy. And first of all, the cost of living in Germany is expensive. Apartments are expensive. So getting an apartment is a tug of war. And if you don't know the language, that takes me back to the first point. If you don't know the language, how are you going to read the contract? How are you going to understand everything that is needed? Sometimes you find empty apartments. Like when I said empty apartments, I mean apartments that are just empty. So you have to come in and buy everything, furniture, lights, everything. You buy everything. So I advise people, for me, I was lucky. I looked for an apartment like near universities, like near school. So I got a shared apartment. In that shared apartment, it had everything, but of course it is expensive. It had everything. So I just had to bring myself. And then to understand the contract, you have to do what you have to know. Like, you have to know the language. I messed up, guys. I messed up. So I didn't understand some part of the contract. I just signed because, imagine I'd been in Germany for 2 years, but I couldn't even understand. That's why I'm saying learning the language is very important. I wish I knew that. The third thing is, following rules. Following rules in Germany is mandatory. Like, let me talk about the garbage. Up to now, guys, I'm still struggling with it. So help me, Lord. Separating plastic from paper, from bio and residues. It's just a lot. I'm still, even last week, my landlord came and talked to us about it. And then there is this specific days that you have to put the garbage out. Like the garbage trucks, they come every Tuesday. Yeah, every Tuesday. So you're supposed to put the garbage out on Monday evening. Sometimes we forget, between this and this and this, we find ourselves forgetting. So that is really important. And also, like, rest. Germans value the free time and then the resting time, sorry. From Monday to Saturdays, you're not supposed to play loud music and then drilling from, is it 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. Then Sunday it is something else. Most shops are closed on Sunday. So people are at home. They take Sunday as a resting day. So you don't have to play loud music, I think, until 10 a.m. So they take that so serious, and grocery stores are always closed on Sunday. So you just have to get used to. Most people do the shopping on Saturdays, and other people do it on Monday, of course, but most people do it on Saturdays. I do it on Saturdays because Sunday most grocery stores are always locked and they're always closed. And when you go to the city is always quiet. But of course, shops are always closed. Apart from restaurants are always open. Of course, some restaurants are always open on Sunday. And people are always many Sunday. Sometimes in other cities, I think big cities, people are always everywhere on Sunday. And it depends on the weather still. It also depends on the weather, yeah. So that is it. So the other thing I wish I knew, lowering my expectations. Guys, I had this expectation that when I move to Germany or when I move abroad, whatever country, life is gonna be so sweet. Don't quote me wrong. Life is sweet, life is good, but I thought I had this expectation, like I had this picture in my mind that I'm gonna be rich in just 1 year. I'm going to be booking flights here and there. I'm gonna take trips whenever I feel like. Or maybe I'm gonna have very many friends. I'm gonna have very many followers on IG. I'm going to have this, this life that I didn't have, like I'm gonna have it in 1 year. But no, it's not like that. I had to lower my expectation. I had to lower my expectations, and I didn't know moving abroad, I was gonna lose my mind sometimes, I didn't know that I would take my mental health serious, meditating, journaling, meditating, doing yoga. Yeah, so I didn't know it would be like that. Just lower your expectation. Just come and witness the good life and yet challenging life. I'm not saying, quote me very well, I'm not saying that life is not good, of course, but it comes with other challenges, of course. Moving abroad is not all that easy. So let's talk about health insurance. Health insurance in Germany is mandatory. Of course, you're not going to survive in Germany without health insurance, and it's expensive, like very expensive. I've not yet experienced this, but what I know is it's expensive. Like health is expensive, of course. So, my school pays for my health insurance. So I might not know everything, but I have this small experience that I had, after my volunteer year, I traveled back home for 2 months, and because it had ended and I was supposed to start school in 2 months time. So I was like, let me go home, rest, let me take vacation. So, and I didn't cancel, I didn't inform my insurance, though the agency did that. Yeah, the agency did that. It canceled my membership, my contribution. So I thought that's it. So when I traveled back from home, I got a letter from my insurance company, and it was like, we want your contribution for the past 2 months. I told them, hi, I was not around the country. I had traveled back home. They were like, we want proof that you traveled. I sent them my ticket. They were like, that is not enough. And they were like, did you have some other insurance, maybe from home, like home? At home, you can survive without insurance. Yes, in Uganda, you can survive without insurance. So I don't have insurance back at home. So they were like, we need that proof that you paid your insurance back at home, at least something. I don't know how to explain to them that in my country, it's not mandatory to have insurance, health insurance. You can survive without it. So, and for crying out loud, health insurance is very expensive. Yeah. Let's talk about Germans being straightforward. I wish I knew this before traveling here. They are just straightforward. They're blunt. They'll tell you it is what it is. They'll tell you how things are. If you mess up, they will tell you that, and then, hey, you did this. If you hurt them, they will tell you, hey, I didn't like this. And then they're not going to sugarcoat things. They will tell you what it is. Before I used to think that it is rude because I didn't know. I didn't grow up in that setup. I didn't know it was like that. So, but I learned it, and it is really nice to be straightforward and blunt. I used to think they're rude. I hated it, but that's how they are, and they are reserved. They're not all up for small chats. When they're home, they'll be in their houses doing whatever they want to. So they are just reserved, and there are very few that just open like this. There are very few. Don't expect them to to be open. So yeah, they are straightforward. In Germany, everyone is biking. Even in winter, these people bike, but in summer, it's always too much. Everyone is biking. Everyone is riding a motorcycle. Everyone is riding a bicycle. As I speak now, if I peep through the window, I just saw some people biking because the weather is a little bit okay today. So everyone is biking. My friend and I, Esther and I, we just said these people who are biking are always proud, putting on the safety gears, everything, it's cool. So everyone is biking. Even in winter, they do bike. The other thing is valuing vacation, free time, and breaks. That's very, very important. Even at school, when it's time for our break, a student can say if the teacher has really missed the time. A student is free to say, it's break time now. That's really, really important. Free time is also important, and vacation is really, really important. These people take the vacation and free time so important. So that's it. That's what I can talk about, the things that I wish I knew. So all I can say is you just have to learn the society that you are in, and everything will be kawa. Me, I just made peace with it. I know how the things are now, and I'm trying to adjust just one step at a time. I'm trying to adjust to everything that I've talked about. It's not easy, but yeah, we just keep on doing everything. The more you stay in a place, the more you associate with Germans, you find them, you'll be surprised. It's just a good community to be in. They're nice people. It's all about adjusting, change. Sometimes change is not easy, So guys, just do what you're supposed to do. Adjusting is always, always, always hard. Change is always hard, but at the end of it, when you look back, you'll just be grateful for everything, and you see how far you've come, the lessons you've learned, what you've changed, how you've changed. So guys, this is it. Please, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Tell your friends to come and subscribe and comment, please. And if you're in Germany, and if you have something that I've missed out, of course, everyone has their own experience. So if there is something, please, you can comment it and let people know. Let people come when they know what it is. They shouldn't be shocked, or they shouldn't be surprised when things don't go the way they expected them to go. So I remain your girl Gillian. Guys, thank you for subscribing. Bye.